Number 10, Scooby-Doo, Abracadabra Doo. Scooby and the gang go up against a griffin and a banshee in this amusing romp.
The school's being threatened by a griffin.
Zoinks! Not a griffin! I mean anything but a griffin! Like, what's a griffin?
A creature that's half eagle, half lion.
Couldn't it make up its mind?
Along with debuting Matthew Lillard as Shaggy's voice, Abracadabra Doo marked a shift in art style for the movies, utilising an aesthetic closer to the original 1969 series. Although Mystery Inc. ends up at not Hogwarts to help Velma's sister Madeline, this film's star is unquestionably Shaggy.
That's the magic staff he used to summon and control the griffin.
What? I thought you said the griffin was a myth.
I didn't want the others to be frightened. I'm telling you because you're brave.
Not only does Shaggy have a cute dynamic with Madeline, but he also goes through quite an arc, proving that fear and bravery can coexist.
You're so amazing, so forceful. I think you're the bravest, most wonderful boy I have ever known.
Gee, Madeline. I like you too.
Abracadabra Doo has a grand setting, plenty of memorable character moments, and a decent mystery. Number 9, Scooby-Doo, Stage Fright. In this one, Fred and Daphne have made it to the finals of Talent Star, a reality show that happens to be taking place in a haunted opera house. Taking inspiration from Phantom of the Opera, Stage Fright introduces a colourful cast of one-off characters who help elevate its recognisable premise.
I'm gonna win! Even if he has to obliterate all the other contestants. Isn't that awesome?
It's true! We have a genuine psycho on our side. Score!
And that's why the Phantom wrote Christine must win on that clipboard. Her name's Christine.
I call her Chrissy.
The mystery culminates in an exciting final act that involves a surplus of unmaskings, a high-speed chase, and some purposefully terrible jokes.
Vance Damon?
So it was you all along, when it wasn't Mel.
Ugh! I would have gotten away with it if it hadn't been for you meddling kids and your nosy old guy.
While most movies do little more than hint at Daphne's and Fred's mutual feelings for one another, Stage Fright uses this relationship as its emotional core.
I love you, yes I do.
Number 8, Scooby-Doo and the Alien Invaders. Following 2 of the darkest Scooby-Doo movies, the franchise ditched horror for sci-fi to groovy results. While in New Mexico, the gang encounter aliens, a conspiracy, and even a touch of love.
You are funny.
Aliens, woo!
Aliens?
You understand him?
Clear as crystal. And that's my name, too. I'm Crystal.
Although not entirely absent, Alien Invaders puts its mystery on the back burner, opting to focus on Shaggy's and Scooby's budding romances with Crystal and Amber instead.
Her name's Crystal. She's wonderful.
And is her golden retriever wonderful too, Scooby?
Well, wonderful.
In a series filled with notable side characters, Crystal and Amber are especially wonderful, and they bring the best out of Scooby and especially Shaggy. While low on suspense, Alien Invaders makes up for it by being extra sweet and heartfelt.
For her I'd climb a mountain, swim the deepest ocean, I'd even help her shopping, that's the depth of my devotion. It will be a dream come true, she's even got a doggy for Scooby-Doo.
Number 7, Scooby-Doo and the Legend of the Vampire. In Australia's outback, Scooby and the gang learn they have more to fear than just wildlife. This 2003 movie revolves around a music festival that happens to be attracting the attention of a trio of menacing vampires and one who looks kind of similar to Fantasia's Chernabog.
Not now!
Hey, you're ruining our encore.
The Hex Girls are in trouble.
As the first movie released after the launch of What's New Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Vampire utilises the series' more colourful and light aesthetic, and it more than fits the story.
They just disappeared?
The locals believe the Yowie Yahoo turned them into vampires.
Although the visuals are modern, the movie reunites some of the voice actors from Scooby-Doo Where Are You?, which is always a positive.
I'd love to find out what's really going on.
Well, gang, it looks like we have another mystery on our hands.
Number 6, Scooby-Doo and the Ghoul School. Like 1985's The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo, Ghoul School goes full supernatural. Shaggy, Scooby and Scrappy become gym teachers at a school for the daughters of iconic monsters like Dracula, the Wolfman and the Mummy.
It's fantastic having you here, guys.
Yeah! Welcome to Ghoul School!
Ghoul School ditches anything resembling a mystery for shenanigans, rotten food, a volleyball game, and a revolting baddie.
Soon I will have those good little ghouls in my grasp. And then I, Revolta, the Witch of the Web, will be the most powerful witch in all of monsterdom.
Almost having a slice of life tone at times, Ghoul School's episodic structure works in its favour, since it puts the focus squarely on the characters and the girls are all winners. At the end of the day, Ghoul School is funny and charming.
See for yourself.
That's wonderful. Like nice robe, Count, but that's no reflection on you. Get it, Scoop?
I think.
Number 5, Scooby-Doo in Where's My Mummy? Compared to early horror-adjacent series, What's New Scooby-Doo had more of an adventurous tone, and that extended to the movies released alongside the show's run. Where's My Mummy serves as a great example of this globe-trotting era of Scooby-Doo.
These are my friends from America.
Oh, can it be? The teenage sleuths with whom you've enjoyed so many adventures?
Gang, this is Prince Omar Karam. He's the one in charge of the restoration of the Sphinx.
The story feels larger than life, almost like a cross between Mystery Inc. and Tomb Raider. The gang head to the Sphinx in Egypt to surprise Velma, only for a curse to be unleashed by a group of treasure hunters.
It's just like it said in the curse.
And all who enter will be turned to stone.
We tried to warn you. Now look what you've done.
Moving at a blistering pace, Where's My Mummy doesn't have a dull moment, and the mystery concludes with a pretty clever twist.
Okay, Scooby, okay.
Velma! We did it, Velma, we did it!
Prince Omar!
Number 4, Scooby-Doo and the Witch's Ghost. Building on the success of Zombie Island, Witch's Ghost drops Mystery Inc. in a town with a history of witch trials and the drive to milk it for a quick buck. Naturally, a witch's ghost has been terrorizing the town, forcing the gang to get to the bottom of things.
Don't tell me you disturbed her spirit with the construction.
And now she's haunting the town.
How did you know?
Ghost hunting's our specialty.
Witch's Ghost has a ridiculously strong roster of secondary characters, with the Hex Girls proving to be so popular that the franchise would bring them back multiple times over.
You're gonna do what I want you to. Mix it up here in my little bowl. Say a few words and you lose control. I'm a Hex Girl, and I'm gonna put a spell on you.
Tim Curry also voices Ben Ravencroft, so obviously that character is the best.
Guess you beat us to the punch, Mr. Ravencroft.
Sorry, I didn't mean to upstage you.
Number 3, Scooby-Doo Camp Scare. Camps and Scooby-Doo are synonymous with horror, so it only makes sense to combine the two. At the behest of Fred, the gang takes up jobs as counsellors at Little Moose, a camp so haunted it almost has more monsters than campers.
First the woodsman, now the fishman. All of Little Moose's campfire legends are coming to life.
There really is no other explanation.
With multiple villains, dynamite, a broken dam, and an underwater town, Camp Scare throws out one splendid set piece after another. While the action is fun, the movie's humour and characters are even better. Velma forms a touching friendship with Trudy, one of the campers.
This is not my idea of a good time, but my parents thought a little fresh air would do me some good. They say I spend too much time inside in front of the computer.
I'm not exactly the outdoorsy type myself, but just give it a chance. Who knows, maybe you'll have fun.
Bert and Daryl are lovable bit part players, and Fred is low-key hilarious.
This thing between you and me, it could never work. You're Big Moose, I'm Little Moose. We're just too different.
I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say thanks again for saving my life.
Oh!
Number 2, Scooby-Doo and the Cyber Chase. Bringing to an end a tetralogy that started with Zombie Island, Cyber Chase is a celebration of Scooby-Doo's past, present, and future. Through a series of unfortunate events, Mystery Inc. becomes trapped in a video game based on their adventures, with a virus that wants to make sure they never leave.
You know, getting beamed into cyberspace might not be such a bad thing.
And how's that, Velma? Well,
maybe if we play along, we can find out who created this virus.
While always enjoyable, Cyber Chase really comes to life in its final act, when the characters meet their 1969 versions and a whole host of classic villains.
Alex, you're me! And you're me!
Oh! You're the characters in Eric's video game. And you're from the real world.
Cyber Chase provides closure to not just the run of its movies, but the overall franchise, allowing longtime fans to say goodbye to the characters they grew up with.
Guess this is goodbye.
Bye!
Thanks for all the help.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honourable mentions. Scooby-Doo and Batman, the brave and the bold. Because The Dark Knight and Scooby complement each other shockingly well.
Mystery Incorporated. Welcome to the Mystery Analysts of Gotham.
The world's preeminent crime-busting organization!
This is a lifelong dream. What made you choose us?
We've been aware of your team for some time.
Scooby-Doo, Legend of the Phantasaur. Because a Shaggy-centric movie is always a good time.
It's a very rare form of overreaction to fear stimuli. It affects fewer than 1 in 10 million.
Like, wow, I'm special.
Of course, this means you'll have to give up anything even remotely frightening. So no more ghost hunting, crime busting, or mystery solving shenanigans.
Chill out, Scooby-Doo. Because this one is all about Shaggy and Scooby.
Better wear your mittens today, folks. It's a chilly 15 degrees below zero out there. And with 100% chance of snow monsters!
Scooby-Doo, Pirates Ahoy. Because this high seas Scooby adventure is a hoot and a half.
Fred, it sure was nice of your parents to invite us all on a cruise for your birthday.
So, Freddie, how old are you going to be?
43. 44. 45. Pier 45. This is it.
Scooby-Doo and the Loch Ness Monster. Because the Scottish setting offers a welcome change of scenery.
Look at the bright side, Scoob. At least it's not raining. Good thinking, old pal. It'll take more than a rainstorm to dampen our spirits, huh?
Number 1, Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island. This time, the monsters are real and not funny. Sparking a golden era for the franchise, Zombie Island is the closest a Scooby movie has come to pure horror.
No!
It's the fisherman! No! It's the ferryman!
Oh!
Maybe it's real!
Tired of chasing people in masks, the gang goes their separate ways, only to reunite when Daphne sets out to find a real monster. Zombie Island plays around with both the audience's and the characters' expectations, delivering a captivating mystery with an effective twist, a chilling backstory, and creepy monster designs. Outside of the Mystery Incorporated series, some comics, and the supernatural crossover, Zombie Island is Scooby-Doo at its darkest, all the while still respecting the franchise's legacy. Also, It's Terror Time Again is an incredible song.
Here comes the